Thank you very much, and thank you for being here this afternoon. Just a brief introduction on a couple of the pieces we're about to play. It's probably fair to say that of all of our band directors here, quite a lot of time has been spent on choosing your pieces. And some of those will be because the pieces that you're playing are something that really brings out new music or teaches a particular skill. Some of those are because they are an important piece in band literature, and we've heard some of those already today. Sometimes they're just a fun piece, or sometimes they bring everything together and also have a great story or a life story that kind of goes along with it. That actually is true of one of our pieces, and I would like to just give a bit of context to the piece we'll play. It's called the Hymn Psalm of Philip Bliss. Philip Bliss was the person who wrote the melody, but actually the words, it was inspired by the words that were written in the lyrics. And it was by a guy whose unfortunate name was Horatio Spafford. And Horatio lived in the mid-1800s, and he was considered by all accounts quite a successful person. He had invested in real estate, he was a lawyer, but he was living in Chicago, and in the mid-1800s you may know that there was a great fire in Chicago, and many of his investments were lost in the midst of that. The following year, his youngest son died of scarlet fever. And in order to kind of heal from that, and he thought it might be a good idea to send his family over on a holiday to London, and so they took a boat and they went to London. And on the way, unfortunately, the ship struck another ship and sank, and 4 of his daughters passed away. His wife made it to London and telegraphed back and said, "I alone am left." Of course, he got on the next ship and tried to join her, and on the way, when they were passing over that place where the ship had sunk, the captain came out to get Horatio Spafford, and he penned some words. And rather than writing words that were perhaps quite angry or in despair, instead he writes these words: "When peace like a river attendeth my way, and when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul." How does a person get to a place where such terrible things can happen, and yet they can pen words like that? We're at a music festival today, enjoying wonderful music. It's possible that the things that happen here today, everything is going well for you, but it's possible that there's other things going on in your life as well. How does one get through things that are difficult? The music that you hear today, and perhaps even this space here, invites us to maybe pause in the midst of everything else that we're doing, to take a breath, to listen, to be curious, and maybe think about some of the deeper things that help us to be courageous, resilient, and full of hope, no matter what. We hope you enjoy our pieces. Our next piece that we're doing just before then is, as you've heard, the last movement of the second suite in F. We hope you enjoy it.